So DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, we're just walking along. We were geocaching, and we came along a group of divers. That's pretty cool, because this is the lake of Neuchâtel. I'll just show it to you in a minute. We've often done geocaching along here, and we'll be walking along the lake, and I'll be showing you other things in a bit. But the view here is pretty particular, and as you can see, they get the thing all ready for being able to dive and go into the water without it being too heady for them. Do you see here? Hi again, guys and gals. Well, I'll see how the little video I made just before came out. There were some divers over there, and we're just walking along, adding to this the side of Lake Neuchâtel. I don't know if you can see all the bugs that are around me. So we really are on the lakeside, and one of the reasons that we're on the lakeside is really shown here. Where Mrs. DC is standing is a wall, and all along the lakeside, at least this part of the lakeside, are very big domains mostly, and you're just simply not allowed any closer than that. But they do have an obligation, at least as far as I have understood, here in Switzerland, to make at least the lake shore accessible, which means that, as you can see, there's a path. What was it? Oh yeah, okay, little lizard, little salamander. Okay, yeah, they get the heat. Yesterday we had snow, believe it or not. I mean, some of you saw it on the Facebook feed. There they are.
Another one? Oh yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We hadn't seen them earlier. Okay, so we're walking along, and another particularity along here, for some reason, aside from the very, I was going to say, rich domains, which we can't always see because of the big walls, there's little, I call them fisherman shacks. We might come up to one before long. So I'm going to go over this wall. Okay. In the far off, you see a city over there. That is Neuchâtel. So the lake here, if any of you are familiar with the Canadian lake, Lake Magog, this one is probably a similar length, all in all, because we can't see both ends of it. Lake Magog, though, has a lot more bays and stuff, so I don't know which one would actually have the larger surface. So let's go into the woods a little bit. Yeah, so today it's quite a different experience than yesterday. Yeah, but let me turn this over so I can chat with you a little bit. Yeah, so we thought that we'd go for a walk. You see, one of the things, as I've said many times, about the idea of geocaching is not at all, as far as I'm concerned, really the numbers, but it gives actually a point of, you know, a real physical point of where you want to go. You can see quite clearly right now. Oh, somebody's actually on a bike. They're not even supposed to be there. No, supposed to be on foot here, but anyway. Bonjour. Yeah, so they're not supposed to be on their bikes. This is supposed to be a walking path. It was written very clearly in the beginning, but you know, there's always people that cheat. Yeah, so here we are walking along. At least they didn't have, I was going to say, mountain bikes that were tearing everything up, but still. Yeah, so are we going to get to one of those little fishing cabins before long? Yeah, we're coming up to one. So they're different sizes. Some of them are really neat little houses, and some, like this one, it's just basically a cabin in the middle of nowhere. And I know for a fact that people come here, they make their picnics, And they probably make their fires here. And who knows? Probably come with their boats. Yeah, they cook their fish there, as you say. Yeah. No, there's not much. You do hear the water a little bit. So I'll get back in a little bit when we see if we can see one of the bigger houses. Take care, everybody. So DC is back. I just wanted to show you, we were close to here for a geocache, and the canopy of the trees is so thick that it really makes, I would say, a shelter. And what could live in a shelter other than probably the Swiss Sasquatch? No, actually it is pretty impressive. It's very, very thick. And we've been walking along, and I was making a remark to Mrs. DC about how we had to really follow. It's been all kind of painted upon, but everywhere it's written private property. You can't actually go to officially you can't go to the lakeside because it's private. I'm just saying there's nobody that's going to maybe stop you, but that's the way it is. Every time you get to a crossing, it says to stay in the path. And I was like kind of saying, well, look at those rich fat cats and how they are acting. And she said to me, she said, well, if you owned one of those properties, would you act really differently? And when I started to think about it, no, probably not, actually. You know, if you have your land, you don't really want people traipsing all over around it. And so often, isn't it, it's the case that we do, yeah, I'll show them in a second. So often it is the case that it's like, I really start, you know, complaining, but if it was my shoes, I'd probably act the same. It's like, you know, when you're on your bicycle, you're always going against the drivers, the car drivers. When you're driving your car, you're always going against the bicycles. Okay, see here, these are some of the poorer houses over there. I guess I'll get back to you in a bit when we have the ones that are more like a castle. Hey, you're getting off the path. That's a private path, Mrs. DC. Look here, that's private. You're trespassing. Could you give me some money? See, I was just trying to do my citizen's duty and make a citizen's arrest. Yeah. Oh well. You know, so often, aren't we? We look at the, I was going to say, we look at the speck in somebody else's eye. Oh, I've been thinking about that ever since I've been seeing stories about the $65,400,000 man. You know who I'm talking about. Won't get into that. No. Okay, keep on. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's the private dock over there with the boats. Yeah. There's a sailboat over there. Everywhere it's written private. It says private. Oh well, here at least you put fences. That makes it pretty clear. Yeah. Okay, so I'll be back in a bit. Non, pas du tout. Alors. Mais on savait pas, on se posait la question si c'était du domaine public ou si c'était privé.
Apparemment c'est privé, parce que je vois que c'est marqué à banc là-bas.
Ah ouais, alors voilà.
Ah ouais.
Il y a beaucoup de belles maisons privées ici.
C'est à Châtaigneux, ça.
Voilà. So here we are. So we're walking along. Well, that's some of the nice houses over there. So they've made a wall for the water, I guess. Let's see how much we see. Yeah, well, people with the bikes. Anyway, I'm not the cop, so I'm gonna walk up still, even if I'm not supposed to actually be here. It says Abon from here. So that means, so you see, this is really a nice private house. I guess it's, a few people have a bit of money here. But this is old money. This is stuff that's been around for quite a while. Hmm? It is, yeah. With a view from where they are. They have a nice view on the lake with the trees that bring down to their private beach and boathouse over there. Yeah. So it's a private boathouse. Like something out of a movie in a way, isn't it?
Right.
Like I say, but though that really looks like what I would call old money. It's been there for a while. And there's a few others along the ways like this, but one is enough. What? Oh yeah, the Charlie Chaplin's house is a bit like that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. But it was also on the side of the lake. Neuchâtel far away. Okay, well, that's been our Saturday geocaching walk with you. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye-bye. You see here, hi guys and gals. Well, just another quick little view. We have done our geocaching, and now it's the, how could we say?
Apéro time.
The apéro time, or the happy hour.
Apéro.
Yeah, so a local beer, a herbal tea, and a bit of cheese, and, well, what is it, salad and pate and stuff. And the view is pretty nice. Yeah, kind of makes geocaching fun, doesn't it? Okay, signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.